area as well, and you're absolutely right. There's going to be significant amounts of mountain snow. Please get those forecasts before you travel into those areas. These are the clouds rolling in just before the sunset tonight in Morro Bay. A lot to talk about here. We're going to dive right into Doppler radar. We are seeing intensification of the system on several fronts. One of them being rain rates, the second being wind speed. But here you can see up in North County, we've seen a lot of this kind of coverage, which is light to moderate rainfall. But inside of this light rain shield now, we are seeing spots where those rain rates will occasionally hit 2 3/10 of an inch per hour. But the heaviest stuff is right here, right off the coast with the main frontal band. We never thought that was going to get here by now. We've always said this system is going to arrive overnight into the early morning hours. That is still the forecast. The winds are ramping up. I just checked the gauges. We have seen 50-mile-per-hour gusts in Santa Barbara County. These are just the airports, and they're showing us wind gusts of 40-plus miles per hour. Vandenberg cracked 40 here. Santa Maria's at a 43-mile-per-hour gust right now. So you talked about that power outage. This is early stress on the system. The next 12 hours are going to be interesting on rain and wind. Then we start to see a dramatic decrease in intensity, but some continued opportunities for rain down the road. Here's a look at the Doppler radar. Estimates of what the model think it could look like as we go through the overnight and early morning hours. So the Thomas Fire Burn area, South Coast could see some interesting rain by 1. Here's the main band of the front. It gets here right as we get going tomorrow morning, between 6 and 8 o'clock for San Luis Obispo County. Look at Santa Barbara County, just lit up here on the model with heavier rainfall rate potential through 8 o'clock. This is 11 o'clock. Most of the heaviest rain is gone, but continued showers push into the area. With another opportunity, the second part of the system, as we get into Saturday night into early Sunday. Still showery activity Sunday with another system on the way Monday. And this is another 1/4 to 1 inch system. So when you start to look cumulatively at this, you go outside of just the flash flood issues and get to the general rainfall issues. Wind modeling. Again, we're starting to see 50-mile-per-hour gusts, and you can see how this intensifies going through the 4 and 5 o'clock hour. This is the 7 o'clock hour, really hammering the south coast of Santa Barbara County. Some relaxation in San Luis Obispo County from these southerly winds. They turn more westerly as we get into Saturday, and then we get another little shot of wind as we get into very early Sunday. I think we're going to drop the wind warning, but that could be replaced by just a downgrade into a wind advisory. So it will still be windy and showery. It's going to be an interesting weekend, but again, I think the next 12 hours will be the most intense. Temperatures in the 50s right now. These are the average winds across the area, not the gusts, just the average. 30 with gusts of 45 in Santa Maria, 23 in Lompoc, 20 in Santa Barbara. This is pretty much as we expected the system to develop. Here you can see how it works. We're still on this side of the system. That's the main push through the overnight. That's the second part we see later tomorrow. Flash flood watch out for the burn areas, not a surprise. Coastal flood advisory up to 19-foot waves by Sunday. Wind warning with the winds I've been talking about, 35 to 55, but look at the gust potential of the Santa Barbara County mountains, 80. And the gust potential in San Luis Obispo County, 65 to 75. It's going to be a long overnight. Charge those phones. We're staffed up overnight. Follow on social media. Get our apps. Stay safe. In terms of temperatures, you're looking at 50s overnight and 60s tomorrow. The only exception, I think, to that would be the deeper interior valleys where we're looking at just 50s overnight, just a little bit cooler there. And the extended forecast, again, the 7-day forecast bottom here, the 5 right here. Rain opportunities Sunday through Tuesday, but this is more on and off. This is going to be intense overnight and early tomorrow, but again, just kind of continuing. So you can imagine if we start to have some significant issues, there's not going to be a lot of opportunity to have fully dry days until we get past the middle of next week. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you very much. And it was a